Alrighty boys, what is going on? My name is Garren Belmont, and it's been a while. Hi, how are you? How's it going? I know, I haven't seen you guys in a while. Woo. So, we're going to be reacting to a video that MeiMei came out with. It's currently 7 o'clock in the morning, and I just happened to stumble upon this video in my feed, and I'll be honest with you, I have not played this game in 2 weeks. I have not played this game since my Innis video. And because of that, I have decided that I'm going to react to this video instead of making a build guide video. But from what I have been seeing, things aren't going so well. Oh no, oh Garren, it's horrible. The moment you left, everything went to shit. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm not that high and mighty. But yeah, we're gonna be watching this video by MeiMei. Huge shout out to MeiMei. I'll leave a link to her to this video and her channel in the description, so please go subscribe to her. But let's watch this. But we'll first read this. Finally done with erosion. Honestly, not worth the run. Yeah, I kind of figured, because when the update came out, when the most recent update came out, I watched Dry Bear's video because I was I think I was going to work or something. And apparently it was apparently, I don't want to say it was bad based off of the way he said it, but it seemed like the developers might have went a little too far. So yeah, we'll see. Yes. Let's see, I can understand because you need to min-max everything in each level, then perfect gameplay whether you play group or solo. Yeah, I literally used all my catalysts for this script. Not doing it again until they give a better reward for completing it. Yeah, I think that's the big problem, is that this content doesn't really feel rewarding. You know, making it so that the only rewards that you actually get from Void Erosion are the things to do more grinding is just kind of... It doesn't really give a whole sense of fulfillment, and I've been meaning to make the video. Like, I like Void Erosion as a game mode, but I definitely think that they could have did a better job at rewarding players for, you know, the time spent and the difficulty, because doing like the highest difficulty, getting to level 30, and the only thing you're getting is just like more min-max stuff, just seems kind of you know what I mean, like it doesn't really seem worth it, you know what I mean? Yeah, waste of catalyst. And at the end I was like, that's it. That's how I felt about Pacific Rim Uprising. I've won, but at what cost? The fucking... oh my gosh, the Wario fucking meme.
Hi. Today, I will talk about the recent update of the first Descendant and the current direction of the game.
Okay.
First, I'll discuss the latest update of the first...
And this was the most recent update, so this wasn't like the, this wasn't, Update 2. This was the most recent one where they added like the 10 extra levels to Void Erosion, some other shit that I didn't read the patch notes.
Descendant. Honestly, this update is ridiculous, and here's why.
Oh, how dare you, lady? How dare you? Oh, I did never view. Whew. Okay, I believe it.
Let's first talk about the element system on
Oh, Jesus fucking please. The element system is, I know, I'm sorry, I keep pausing. I don't want this video to be just like me mindless, brain dead fucking watching her video. It feels kind of lazy. So I at least want to talk about it. Yeah, the whole element thing, the whole base element thing that they added with Update 2, I don't really understand what the fucking point was. It honestly, if you want my opinion, it seems counterintuitive, because of the way 25, I think it's what, 25 to 30, because you need to start investing more into your weapon damage. You're going to be building for whichever element you need to for those specific levels, and you're only doing it for like a couple levels. So you could be running a weapon that has a base of like electric attack, but you have to go like full spec into fucking fire attack or some shit, just as an example. You have to like min-max the shit out of it. It's really fucking bad. It's terrible. It's fucking god-awful. And they did this to basically combat Innes and Freyna. They did this to combat Innes and Freyna, but what's happening here? The thing, basically, when Ultimate Freyna was, when Freyna got her rework, the developers talked about this issue, but they said that they weren't going to make content and like make content super hard to combat to combat Freyna and now Innes. But they did exactly what they said they weren't going to do, because now it's causing problems for all the Descendants that are behind Freyna and Innes. You see what I fucking mean? They did the exact thing that they said they weren't going to do, huh? And who could have figured it's turning out like shit?
Weapons. To play well from level 25 onward, you need to max out your weapon according to its element. There's no other way to optimize it. For example, at level 28, you need a weapon with the electric element to face enemies, and your weapon must be maxed out for electric damage. You absolutely have to build your weapon around the electric element. This wouldn't be a problem if done correctly.
Yeah.
But no. The biggest mistake here is that some elements don't have any weapons that can deal good AoE damage.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a big I think this is just kind of like a big problem with the game in general. And in my opinion, I think this is a problem with the weapon sandbox. The weapon sandbox in this game is fucking horrible. It is just about damn near terrible. It's just it's so one-dimensional, rudimentary. To be fair, they've kind of been doing a good job with adding weapons like Voltia and what the fuck is it called? Brain cells work. Brain cells aren't working. Hammer and anvil, that's what it is. I think this is more of like a weapon sandbox issue more than anything. A lot of weapons in this game boil down to press button and then certain status effect or not status effect, certain buff happens or certain debuff happens. And that is not engaging gameplay. That is not engaging at fucking all. And every weapon of each category pretty much operate the same, with the exclusion of some weapons like Voltia, where of course it has like the whole chain lightning effect. I think this is a weapon sandbox problem, to be honest with you. I think this is a weapon sandbox problem, and the fact that weapons in this game are just so fucking brain dead boring.
As a result, players are forced to use weapons with incompatible elements.
Yes.
And force them into a compatible element.
Yes. What she said.
Just to play for 1 to 2 levels.
And
then switch again.
So basically, you're min-maxing the fuck out of one weapon for 2 fucking levels, just so you can go and min-max another weapon for 2 fucking levels. It's terrible game design. It's horrible. It's fucking terrible. Like, it is very much a there's no point in doing this unless you are like super fucking hardcore and you don't know what else to do in the fucking game.
This forces you to use a lot of catalysts to achieve a perfect build and reroll many times after each level.
Yes.
Rerolling even has a problem.
Go back. I don't know why I'm telling you guys to go back. I gotta go back.
Perfect build and reroll many times.
You need a lot of these things. You need a lot of these things. You need a lot of all of this shit. It's so bad, dude.
Times after each level. Rerolling even has a probability, which makes it...
Yeah, the whole random probability thing, I'm not a fan of. That was fucking stupid. Like, there's already enough, like, fucking Gamba. There's already enough, like, RNG in this game. Like, if we can cut back on the RNG, that'd be fucking great.
This is grind too much just to gamble. Imagine when level 40 is released, you have to grind thousands of times to get the perfect roll. For example, for electric. After passing levels 31...
Are we even going to be able to do fucking level 40? I feel like at that point, we might as well just not even... You might as well not even try, dude. I feel like I would try and get to level 30, but going to level 40 honestly would just be a fever dream. Like, that would be, like, just... Man, I have really nothing else to do, but I want to play TFD. I guess I'll try and get to level 40.
And 32. Then... we continue grinding thousands of times to re-roll a perfect build for levels 33 and 34. After that, you have to re-roll for electric again to continue playing through levels 35 and 36. Okay.
Look at these percentages, dude. And these aren't fucking small dick percentages either. 70% firearm attack, 10. Firearm attack 10, again, 66%, but that's blue. And if you're really trying to make max, you're going for golds, baby. Oh, that sounds terrible. And this is on Thunder Cage, so firearm critical hit damage 10, 82%. Oh my goodness gracious. This... I was going to make a video before Update 2 came out, and in this video, I was going to say, I don't like the weapon core system. I don't like the system. Because I knew exactly what was going to fucking happen. But for some reason, I just didn't end up making the video. But I knew exactly what the fuck was going to happen. Because it was painfully obvious what was going to happen. That it was going to be incredibly min-max. It was RNG. And it was... And because in the way the developers were describing void erosion... I mean, it was, I don't want to say it was painfully obvious, but I had a feeling based off of other games that I have played that are Korean games, that this was going to be a very, very grindy system. And I think that's what it boils down to, because this seems, like, all of this grind seems to be like a Korean developer specialty, and I hate to say that, but it's honestly the truth. Like, look at Throne and Liberty. Look at Lost Ark. Look at Arcade. Look at this game. Like, these games tend to put so much fucking grind and so much player power and stuff like that into their games that it starts to isolate the new players. It makes it harder for new players to get into the game.
35 and 36? Okay, what the fuck?
There is actually another way.
No. There's no other way.
3 Oh my gosh. This dude, oh no. So he has two different executors, and he has 3 different smithereens. Oh no. You know what? We could all learn some lessons from this guy. This dude's a fucking legend.
Okay, I give up. It's ridiculous how they add fire to a gun. Then we have to roll it for electric. Even chill on a gun with fire. Isn't that bad game design? Okay,
yes, it is.
So, you can see that the element base of weapons...
This is what they showed off during the dev live stream. Of the weapons that were getting base elements.
...is almost useless now because nobody cares about it.
Nope.
I don't understand why Nexon designed such a mechanism and then just threw it away.
I'll bet you $5 they did not think this far ahead. I can bet you $5 they did not know this was going to happen. They just thought it was a really good idea and they probably just threw it in there. But in reality, it was a terrible idea. And I think I even said something. when they first announced this.
This greatly increases the game's playtime and grind, making most
Yeah, it increases the playtime and grind of the game, but not in a good way. It's not fun. It's not enjoyable. It's not interesting. It's just painful. It's just a pain in the ass. And that's not the kind of grind you want in your game, especially when the game is just falling off so quickly. Now, I've defended this game in the past, but I can't defend this. This is unacceptable. I have defended this game. I said they were heading in the right direction, and then they just completely just jizzed in my face and told me to eat it. Oh no. Man, can I just cover like one game where the developers actually know what they're doing? Like, I was gonna cover Final Fantasy XIV, and then like right before Dawn Trail came out, and then Dawn Trail was dog shit, and I was like, oh no, god damn it. Well, I guess since 7.2 of Final Fantasy XIV is coming out, and we're actually getting the field operation, I guess I know where to go after when they say when Nexon announces this game's shutting down, right? Right? Oh, I hope not.
Players feel tired and bored from having to repeat the same thing thousands of times.
Yes. That's why I took a break. This is exactly why I took a break. Doing the same shit over and over and over and over and over again, it wears on you. Like, it wears on you. Yes, games, like, I like grindy games, but there's a threshold here. And we're way past the threshold now.
The perfect role, the next challenge is the unreasonable difficulty.
Yes.
Even if you get the perfect build,
you still have to not play like dog shit. And so this is where min-maxing your components, min-maxing your reactor, min-maxing your builds, and then also just knowing your build comes into play. So it's technically even more grind. Like in previous, like in 400% dungeons, when that was the hardest content in the game, you didn't have to min-max like super fucking crazy to get through that shit. Like, you didn't need like best-in-slot fucking traits on your external components. You didn't need best-in-slot traits on your fucking reactor. You could still fucking run through that shit. Hell, I still run through that shit. But like I said before, the developers did the exact thing that they weren't supposed to do. Surprise, surprise. But I think this is a byproduct of them kind of listening to that hardcore player base. And I said I wanted challenging content in the game. You're right, but maybe we went a little too far. Especially with how limited, like, player power is. In a sense, like, the amount of player power that we have for our actual Descendants themselves is incredibly limited. And so they added a weapon player power system, which I don't really think we needed. I don't think we needed the weapon core system. I think what we actually needed was a system for Descendants, very similar to like Archon shards and stuff like that in Warframe. I'm sorry, I'm still tired. So I'm sorry, I'm still tired. It's hard to have coherent opinions. So, if you guys have, like, questions about anything that I say, leave them in the comment section, and I'll better explain them. Like I said, it's 7:30 in the morning. I haven't drinking any coffee. I have to be at work later on. Because
it's still not easy.
Yeah, it's not easy at all.
Maybe Nexon forgot that TFD players include console players as well.
Console players are are incredibly casual. And the moment you start, like, isolating that player, and keep in mind that during the investors call for Nexon, they said that there was more console players than PC players. And so when you start making content that isolates that demographic, that player base, causing a lot of issues, that's a recipe for disaster.
The fix for this problem is very simple. Just make sure each element has a weapon that can deal good area of effect damage.
Wait. The fix for this problem is very simple. Just make sure each element has a weapon that can do... So basically what she's saying is make sure like fire has a good AoE weapon, make sure chill has a good AoE weapon, make sure toxic has a good AoE weapon, and make sure electric has a good AoE weapon, which we have Voltia. Voltia's great. Kingsguard Lance is actually a pretty good AoE weapon. All these suck. Greg's Reverse Fate's a good AoE weapon. I mean, nah, it's Greg's good at AoE. Yeah, if it's like a tight group, but other than that, nah. Really, the best one here is Voltia. I think Voltia is still just definitively the best.
Then, players can create a perfect build for each element for each weapon.
Yes.
When using the correct weapon, players will receive buffs, making it easier than using the wrong element. This would reduce the unreasonable grind time, increase player satisfaction with their weapons, and encourage players to try out different guns.
I agree.
Next, I want to talk about lazy game design.
Sorry, I'm just looking at these. Are these nerfs? Wait, are these power nerfs? So your power is minus 140% at level 30, fire 140%, chill 120%, electric 140%. Why the fuck are they nerfing people? Why are we getting nerfed?
The recent update just buffed the vulgar, nerfed the player.
Buff the vulgar. It's definitely vulgar when you fucking get in there. Nerfed the players, added the... Oh, wait, she's probably gonna say it.
Added the element-based system for weapons, and it's almost useless as I mentioned above. Then they named it 21-30 and called it new content.
Yeah, right.
This is not real content, it's all just a way to buy more time.
It is.
Looking at the future of TFD...
See, I think the developers think we're stupid, and that... I think the developers had a moment of like, okay, they're not that smart, so we can buy some more time until season 3. Instead of actually making good content, they were like, okay, let's just artificially waste the players' time.
You can see that there's already too much to grind for new players, and nothing for old players to do once they've finished grinding.
True.
In other words,
like I said before, survival mission. Okay, hear me out. What if we had like a steel path mode? What if we had survival missions where it's endless, you can go on forever, and you actually get some pretty good rewards? Huh?
They grind something just to max it out, not for a greater purpose.
True.
This makes the game unfriendly to new players and boring for old players.
Yes.
Not to mention that the game itself is lacking vitality. There's so much open world content, but there's nothing to return to and enjoy with friends.
I have been fucking saying this for so goddamn long. I have been saying this for so goddamn long. I had a motherfucker in my in the comment section of one of my videos say that the game needs more zones. The game needs more hard content. And I'm like, no, originally he said that the game needed like more zones and shit. I can't remember. I have the memory of a goldfish. Either way. And I'm like, no, the game doesn't need new zones. It's like, do you even play this game? Yeah, I play this fucking game. Have you played the fucking zones? They're boring. They're uninteresting. There's nothing to fucking do. They're Final Fantasy 14 zones on steroids. Oh, okay, no. Final Fantasy 14 zones are worse. But it's almost like the same fucking game design. It's terrible. There's nothing to do in the open world areas, but apparently we're getting a new zone in Season 3. But the developers can't even get the current zones right. What? What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my goodness. This video is 5 minutes long, by the way, and it's been 25 minutes. I'm sorry.
Except farming reactors and some small stuffs.
Okay, we're just gonna watch it.
Mini bosses in the open world, or some events or hidden places for
public
players
events
to explore more of the world.
Destiny solved that problem in Destiny 1, day fucking 1. Public events. Maybe we can have world boss spawns. That'd be cool. Maybe we can have like a Colossus invasion in the zones, and it would actually show up on your map, and you could like join with other people and like a bunch of other people and kill the Colossi. That'd be cool.
Unless you say this is a grind simulation game and you like it, I won't say anything else. Once you've finished grinding what you want, there's nothing left to actually use it for.
Yes.
It's just a simple cycle of playing to grind in order to become
the
strongest.
Playing to grind to min-max, then playing to grind to min-max.
There's nothing truly progressive or anything that makes players feel like they're in an actual battle. Look at the most recent stream where I played Monster Hunter Wilds and ask yourself why you play games.
This look like I keep forgetting. Oh, whoa. It's not but wow.
Yeah, see, that's cool. As a Monster Hunter fan,
this game is
I've been
fun.
feeling this.
I swear that's fun.
I've been feeling this for over a decade.
Your saxophone is so big.
For those who say I have a skill issue or need truly hard content, go play Souls games. There. It's all about skill and no gotcha.
True.
Go die, Mr. Piece of Mr. Piece of die. I hate you. I will kill you, motherfucker.
Not everyone is a pro gamer. Not everyone can spend all day grinding. This game is not for hardcore players because it was not designed that way. Even the combat mechanism is sometimes gotcha. I want dev to really focus on the upcoming updates. Holy shit. I don't mind waiting for TFT update. It doesn't have to be once a month. Maybe even once every 3 months. But be a real content and have a good experience. Don't rush to release content, then wait for the community to criticize and fix it.
Yeah,
thank you.
That's
for
what they've been doing.
Hope you like it.
Yeah, it was a great video, motherfucker. God damn it. Okay. Great video by MeiMei. Honestly, she's completely right. One thing that I learned playing like World of Warcraft back in Shadowlands is that if you make a game for the top 1% of players, don't be surprised when the top 1% of players are the only people playing your game. And I said this back when Invasions came out, because Invasions were a piece of content that was marketed towards everybody. So you had new players or returning players coming into the game. They either couldn't access Invasions, or new returning players came back. They did the fucking quests, and that shit was like brain dead fucking easy. And then they actually go to do Invasions, and they were getting fucking stomped. And only to find out that they had to fully invest into builds and into building their weapons and Descendants in order to do that content at the time. Don't get me wrong, we definitely need endgame content, and I don't think I'm not saying we don't need endgame content, and we don't need content for people to use their builds on. But what I am saying is that we can't also forget about that new player experience. We can't forget about new players coming into the game. We can't forget about casual players, because casual players make up a majority of every gaming community, with just a couple of exceptions, like games like Path of Exile. But I really agree with MeiMei. The developers definitely need to not rush content to get it out the door to meet some fucking quota. And I don't know if this is like a Nexon thing, but they need to start actually thinking about what they're fucking doing. They need to polish things. They need to test things to see if it works well, and then push that shit out. And I know some people are going to complain because, we're going to have to wait for content, but it's better to have content at its best. It's better to have quality over quantity. And I think this recent update was a massive misstep. I think it was a massive misstep in the wrong direction. And I'm very curious to see if the developers address this in the next live stream. If they don't, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to be very upset. And you got damn right, I'm going to make a video about it. All right, but this video has gone on long enough. I do apologize. I did not. This was a 5-minute video, and I turned it into 30 minutes. Man, give me my Asmongold baldness and my give me my Asmongold baldness and yes, dude. All right, but thank you guys so much for watching. Don't worry, guys. I have some more videos coming up. So with that being said, my name is Garren Belmont, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.